This is the first part of my 41 hours of a Scorpion SMG abduction. Scorpion is a kind of a modern day submachine gun, and it is called Scorpion because you can see the bullets from outside. Briefly, this is my 2 pence story. I want to chronologically talk about my 41 hours abduction, and I also want to recall my two recent videos that was impactful on myself. People have talked to me. It has more gains than embarrassment. You know, when you talk about yourself, it's like you're posting a picture in nude. We had a case, a civil case. Actually, the truth be told, we did not win the case. It is my cousin who lost the case. Let me repeat again. The side that I was in did not win the case. It is my cousin who lost the case. Why am I saying so? I am saying so because, remember, Pastor Ezekiel once told President Ruto that you did not win the election, but it is the other guy who lost it. So the results are the same, but the question is, did you win or you did not, or you lost? So in that case, my cousin lost the case, and it is not us who won the case. She was selling land between Giraffe Center and Cooperative University. So we, the party that I was in, went to court, Milimani High Court. And we said that the land, the late owner had 3 children. And we said that land cannot be sold unless all the 3 have endorsed the sale. That is how we were giving the case. And in laws of Kenya, they say it is upon the person who alleges something to prove it. So it was for us to prove that. We did not have documentations to back us up. Documents such as birth certificate, ID, passport, school report forms, or anything. We had nothing apart from our statement, both verbal and written. And remember, in court, whenever anybody says anything, the other side is also given an opportunity to comment on it. So the judge asked my cousin on her response on our allegation that there was a 3rd sibling. It was my cousin's right of reply. She was asked if she had anything to say about the alleged 3rd discipline. My cousin said this: huyo alihamia Ujerumani 1980 na hata sio citizen wa Kenya. In court, where both sides agree, then the court grants that it is something that needs no proving. So she said that the person we were talking about left Kenya in 1980 and was not even a citizen of Kenya. She was then told that as long as the 3rd individual is a biological child of the owner of the land, revocation, renouncing of citizen, does not deny her the right of inheritance. And Viola we had won the case. Just as simple as that, whereby we had lost the case, but she had assisted us to win the case. Now let us go to when she lost that, she said she was going to appeal. She said she was going to appeal to the Court of Appeal. So we were waiting for that. Then suddenly I was abducted. You can see that one from the two videos of Miss Piggy, and also you can see it on the video of why I have issues with the Madam Riruta OCS. Now let us go to the 41 hours under custody. A person, when he or she, under the Kenyan law, a person who is under custody has to undergo the following. The initial three things are, you are asked, are you so and so, to ascertain that you are the person who is being arrested. 2, when you say you are so and so, the arresting officer has to identify himself or herself by saying, I am so and so. And 3rd, the arresting officer has to tell you what offenses you are suspected to have committed. So to me, apart from ascertaining that I am James JI-TENGE, the arresting officer never identified himself. Even up to this time, I do not know his name. He did not tell me why he was arresting me. And if somebody has items such as a phone or anything, it is taken and is given a receipt. And of course, he appears in court within 24 hours of arrest, unless it is a holiday or a public, unless it is a public holiday or a weekend. If the police have a serious case, because not all cases can be handled within 24 hours, they give you a police bond to be visiting them as they investigate. At this time, the only thing I know about my arresting officer is that he has a coastal accent. And my conclusion is either he's a Mkamba from Changamwe or a Mijikenda. Even after repeatedly telling Madam OCS in the presence of my abductors that I have no objection to be arrested, but I should be informed for whatever I'm being arrested for. They kept quiet, they didn't respond to her. She didn't ask them that, have you told him why he had been arrested? She's an OCS. A recruit from Kiganjo knows that a person, the first 3 things the person is done includes being told, we are arresting you because of ABCD. The arresting officer heard me telling Madam OCS, and he did not deny. You know, there are those cases where someone will say, wacha kudanganya, tumekwambia, or he can even go ahead and repeat, say one. But he had me saying, telling the OCS, didn't respond. And Madam OCS did not ask them to tell me what I was being arrested for. She kept quiet. My complaint to 3 groups, I have complained to 3 groups, both verbally and in written. I have complained to the Provincial Police Office, Nairobi. I have complained to the Regional DCI Office, Nairobi. I have complained to IPOA. Instead, they are shifting blame to me. When they ask me, when they took your phone, why didn't you demand for a receipt of the same? Now let me, now do you expect a person, a shocked elder, to come out and ask that question at where is the receipt for my iPhone? Do you expect? Shocked, I mean not believing, thinking that maybe this is a nightmare. Do you expect him to ask that? Now, do you expect the same detectives who did not tell you about your offenses you are suspected to have done, and the complainant to come out and now give you the same receipt? After several pictures, which was both still and in video, and after sending the same to my cousin, the complainant, and she ascertained that I am the one, that is when I was moved from Riruta to Gigiri. The taking picture of me in still and video was intended to verify that it was me, so that if they had arrested the wrong person, then I would have been released at Riruta. But after ascertaining that it is me, that is when they now moved me out of Riruta to Gigiri. When I was a recruit in early 80s, a suspect was given 3 calls at his cost to inform his people. We used to have, those years, we used to have at every police station, we used to have something that was called call box, coin box, call box. So someone would be told, using his own amount, he could use the phone booth to call 3 different people and inform them, I have been arrested at this police station. Can you come for me? Were it not that I had informed my spouse, I was denied the chance to inform anybody about my abduction. My cousin boasted on social media about the arrest, and that is how many people started calling. And every phone call that came, I was being asked, who is so and so, who is calling you? Of course, I would not tell them. I would tell them, either give me the phone or don't, but I will not tell you who that person is. And I was given a condition that if I received the call, I put it on speakerphone. I refused until after 2 hours. Imagine they are with me. Imagine I had been arrested, or is it abducted, for 2 hours. After 2 hours, I do not even know what the charges were. Of course, we have charges which are called holding charges and whatever. I was not even told about the holding charges. My spouse, the following morning, went to, because the last time I left, I was telling her that I'm going to see Madam Osius for consultation. When my spouse inquired the following morning from Madam Osius about where I was, because the last time I left, you know, you can say you are going to the police station and something happened to you on the way. Madam Osius was not courteous. Even the worst criminal, any relative of his coming to the police, if you know about it, you just say we don't know about it or anything. But she knew. Actually, she's the one who delilaed me. I think people should call her OCS Delila. She's the one who delilaed me. And the basics she would have just said, those were DCI officers from Gigiri, and we were just, she was not courteous. What stopped her from saying that it was Gigiri DCI and I was at Gigiri? Why did she hide that? Is it incompetence, or was she compromised? Both of which, it's not good. Before I forget, there were 5 abductors. There were 5 abductors in a private vehicle. Actually, it was an Uber hired by my cousin. She had hired out an Uber, and the vehicle was given to the 5 detectives. The driver most probably either had a pistol or a revolver. The other 4 had Scorpion rifles. Funny thing is that the driver is a son of my recruit class monitor. Yes, even in Kiganjo we have class monitors, and the fellow was the class monitor for my class when I was a recruit. His son was the driver. Just before I was placed in the boot, you remember they were waiting for confirmation from my cousin that actually it was me. Then they placed me in the boot and took me to Gigiri. Just before I was placed in the boot, one of the detectives, sorry, did I say detective? One of the abductors asked me, habari ya mtoto wako? I told him that I have several children. He then said, yule ako nyumbani, Oshago. Now, there is only one child of mine at Oshago. So, yule ako Oshago. I refused to answer him. But that speaks a lot. We used the rerouter Udhiru Kangemi Loresho to Gigiri route. Summarizing what the so-called interrogators said, because it's a lot, they said that I am an evil parent whose son had wanted to be an MCA and I had blocked him. To this, I told them that my son had contested Malava constituency seat as an independent candidate and got less than 100 votes. Something that even an election of a village elder, someone cannot get that. Now, here is a position where my son contested the seat, even without me knowing. But when I knew that he was serious with it, like any parent, I gave my blessing. My social media, Facebook account shows about me begging people to vote for him. He got 100 votes. But let us now go to what I'm being accused of. The abductors are saying that I'm an evil parent who stopped my son from contesting to be an MC. Maybe he confused because he got 100 votes. He confused and said that I stopped him from contesting MCA. Because I don't know whether in Kenya there is any MP anybody who has appeared on a constituency ballot paper and got 100 votes. But I told them to check with the IBC. I told the abductors to check with the IBC because IBC would even tell them that he did not contest for MCA. And if I stopped him from contesting, how comes that he was on the ballot paper? And then I even asked them, if it was true that I'd stopped my son from contesting to be an MCA, is it a criminal offense to have a platoon of plainclothes police officers armed to the teeth? Another thing they told me was why I was disclosing NIS secrets in public. I told them that, okay, before I say what I told them, you know, anytime there is anything done, anything wrong being done, the person who has done it knows. Even me, when I talk about things that are beyond what the NIS would want me to talk, I know. I'm the first one to know before I open my mouth. The second person to know is the NIS. So I know myself, so I can confidently tell you that from where I am, NIS is not concerned about what I utter in public. I know. If I utter something that they are not comfortable with, I'll know. Yeah? So that is when I rudely and confidently told them that if at all NIS was unhappy about me disclosing its secret, they have only three ways to follow. They can go to the OCS, they can go to the AP camp, or they can go to the administration GAO. Thus, DCI, which only handles jinai cases, DCI only handles what in Kiswahili says makosa ya jinai. Leave alone today. You know, today, after the 2010 Constitution, the roles are clearly demarcated, the roles are clearly stated, and we know where the NIS reaches and what, even somebody on the streets. But even those days of Nyayo torture chambers, those days of special branch, there is no way a special branch would have the CID assist them arrest somebody. They can even anyway, let me not go there. That is what I'm saying, that there is no way, even if, because I've not done anything wrong. But if I've done anything wrong, I know the pathway. They just go to the nearest police station, they go to the nearest AP camp, or they even go to the nearest assistant chief. I also told them rudely that discussing NIS work with the DCI was like Kenya Wildlife Service officer discussing security matters with Boy Scout. In case you don't know, DCI is the Boy Scout in this case, and the NIS. Let me tell you, we look down upon them. It's like the British Army going on a military maneuver with the people like, what do you call, Botswana Army. Do you think they, they'll not tell them, but in the British Army will just know that these are sub soldiers. So upon arrival at Gigiri, I was booked in, and as they were booking me, my phone rang. When it rang, they asked me who the caller was because they read the name, and I told them that the lady whose name is appearing, she's both my niece and my lawyer. So it was because I'd said that she was my lawyer, that is when they gave me the phone. They gave me the phone and insisted that I place it on speakerphone. By good luck, the way she talked like a lawyer, because she said, don't say anything, don't commit yourself. She's a Kikuyu, but she called me in Luya, Hocha, nasikia, eh? Then I said yes. Then she told me, don't accept anything, don't write anything. This is a civil case which cannot be handled in a criminal way. So I was lucky that the way she talked, she verified what I'd said, that she's both my niece and my lawyer. Then she asked me, what are they saying that they have arrested you for? I told her, they have not told me. That is when they started whispering me at the back, tell her, it is computer misuse. That is when they told her, that they told me to say that I've been arrested for computer misuse and so on. The story of my 41 hours is long, so I'm taking this one to be the part 1. I'll complete that as soon as possible, the part 2 of what had happened. As you can see, these were abductors in uniform, and I have complained, both verbally, written, to 3 arms of the government. I've complained to the PPO's office, Nairobi area. I have complained to the regional CID office. I have even complained to IPOA. 12 weeks after complaining, nothing has happened. It is only that I'm being told, oh, these people have families. Now, if you take such actions, they'll be sacked. You see how things are. I'm supposed to accept and move on, because whatever I do, the affected officers will be sacked and their families.